And gentlemen, I'm back with another video on my story channel. Now, this is a story, as you can tell, somebody very close to me did something absolutely terrible to me. And if this happened to you, you know, I don't know if you could ever be friends with them ever again. Um, you guys just let me know down below. Tomorrow I got a banger of a story. Um, It was about two girls wanting to do some freaky deaky type thing. You know what I mean? Um, that will come out, and then I will have BO6 gameplay. Um, but yeah, let's get straight into the video. Now, friends, it is a very interesting place for a lot of people. Um, this was back in fifth grade, I'd say fifth or sixth. I think it was sixth grade. I went to sixth grade. And I made lots of friends, lots of friends. Um, and there was a friend in particular, let's call him Roger. Now, Roger was a very, very awesome. He was a cool friend. I mean, he was known as the playboy. He was the first ever playboy I ever met. Back in sixth grade, this guy was a playboy. I mean, this guy would get with the girl every single week. I'm talking girl on girl on girl on girl on girl on girl on girl. Like, I don't know how he did it. I mean, everyone was chopped in sixth grade. I don't know how he did it. Um, he was just the average frat boy looking Mexican boy. I mean, literally looks like every other dude did before the whole curly head trend and stuff like that. He had like straight hair, kind of like a comb over type of thing. Comb overs were like the move back in sixth grade. They would get you all the girls. Nowadays, that's probably changed. But anyway, he was an amazing friend to me. I mean, like I said, he was a playboy, so it was kind of an honor to get tips from him and kind of know, kind of like the mind of a girl, because no one's really focusing on how many girls you're trying to be with in sixth grade. But I'm telling you, like, this guy would get like the baddest girls every single time, every single time. We had this one foreign student. Every guy liked her. I mean, she had blonde. I think she had white hair actually, not blonde. White hair, beautiful, beautiful green eyes, a nice smile. She was pretty tall. I mean, taller than the average, girl back then. And she was very, very shy and quiet. And I mean, Roger had her just wrapped around him. Don't know how he did it. I never asked him. Probably will never ask him, and you'll find out why. But I'm getting off topic here. So let me just get straight into it. So on this day, it was a Saturday. I had invited three friends. Roger, call this guy Will, Roger, Will, and Will's brother. That's three of my friends. Three of my good old friends that I've basically known for 3 years straight. And, you know, they came over. It was a fun time. I mean, we watched movies. We watched, I forgot I think we watched Halloween. It was awesome. We watched movies. We watched, we watched each other play video games. I remember World War II. COD World War II was a very big game at the time. This was I think this was 2017 actually. Yeah, 2017 or 2016. I don't remember. All I know is COD World War II was big at that time. We would play zombies, just have fun, and it was just an average chill day. We played with Nerf guns. We played outside. We recorded videos. We scared each other. We played in the dark. All that stuff. It's a normal kid day that we do during sixth grade. But you know, after everything was done, after we finished playing and everyone got home, um, I noticed three of my video games were missing. Um, I don't remember which ones they were. If I were to guess, I would say Mortal Kombat, I think it was a Call of Duty game, and it was some sort of uh I think it was Injustice. I'm pretty sure it was Injustice. So Injustice, a Mortal Kombat, and a Call of Duty. And I noticed they were gone, and I remember hitting up my friend Will, and I'm like, "Yo, my games are missing. I don't want to accuse you of anything. But do you know where I might have put him? Do you know if we moved them around? Because we made a big giant mess in my room. I remember that day was a hassle to clean up. And I was like, maybe I misplaced them, or maybe one of my friends took them and hid them as a joke or something like that. And he was like, nah, bro, like I don't know where they're at. Like I don't know. Like, are you sure you just lost them? You didn't lose them or misplaced them or whatever? And I knew Will wouldn't do it. I mean, he was a good friend. I mean, this dude was awesome. He didn't even own an Xbox, so I don't know how he would be able to use the games. And his brother probably didn't do it either. His brother was a chill dude. He was a nice dude. Um, so I knew I could trust him. I knew it wasn't him. However, Roger, on the other hand, um, the Playboy. I mean, this dude, he does own an Xbox, and he has talked about stealing, other people's belongings before. And I remember as we were playing on that day, he had taken my games as a joke or whatever and try to like um I don't know, kind of hide them from me. So I kind of was more like, okay, maybe it's Roger. Okay. So I hit up Roger. He doesn't answer. So I'm like, bro, what? He doesn't answer. Um Next day was Sunday. So I didn't see him till Monday, and I kind of did not want to go a day without my games. Not because I was feeding for it or anything, but because, one day gives them enough time to hide it, lie about it, destroy it, break it, do all that stuff. So I wanted to close the time span as fast as possible. And he hits me up the other day, the next day, and he basically says, um, yeah, bro, sorry, bro. He made up some lame excuse saying that he hid the games. Three games, by the way. Three games, not discs. It's three whole complete games that had the disc, the manual, and it had the game case in it. Three whole games. He said he hid it under his sweater because he had a sweater that he brought. Um, and he forgot to give it to me, so he went home with it hidden under his sweater. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how you can hide three games under your sweater and you just don't know that it's there. I don't know how, but that's what he said happened. So I'm like, okay, I wanted to give him the illusion that I believed him, so he didn't get mad and go like, I'm not gonna return it to him if he doesn't believe me, type of thing. So I believed him. That's what he thought, of course. And I called him. I was like, all right, when do you think you can drop it by? It's like tomorrow, honestly, or I mean earlier, later today. Oh my gosh, my English is so screwed up. Sorry guys, English is not my first language. My bad, my bad. Um, he said later today, and honestly, I was like, okay, whatever. So I hit up Will. I'm like, yo, Will, are you trying to come over later today? It was Roger, bro. Like, I don't know how and I basically told Will the whole excuse Roger gave me, and he was like, dude, what? Like, how is that even possible? Like, how did he not notice? And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. Whatever. Will's like, yeah, I'm down. Will comes over. Will's brother comes over again. They pull up before Roger does. And I remember we were having a blast. I mean, we were doing the same thing we did yesterday. It was awesome. It was amazing. I love hanging out with my friends. It was just an awesome day. Um, we ended up hanging out, and I'm over here. Roger's over here texting me like, "Oh, I'm on my way." Blah blah whatever. And I remember hearing my doorbell ring. And I'm like, "Oh, they're here, they're here." So I tell Will and his little brother to stay in my room because I don't want Roger like finding out that we hung out and we didn't invite him technically. So I go and he opens the door, or I open the door and I look at him. I'm like, okay. And he hands me the games, and I open them to see if everything's in there. He's like, yeah, everything's there. My bad, bro. Like, I promise you, I didn't mean to steal it, bro. Like, my bad. I'm like, oh, it's all good, bro. Have a nice day. And he's like, yeah, you too. and I shut the door on him, and I lock it and everything. And I come back and I show Will and his brother, I show him my games. I'm like, guess what I got? And we all got hyped up and we played that COD, we played that Mortal Kombat, we played all the games there. We had fun except without Roger. And yeah, I mean, I was like, screw that guy. And we kind of lost distance with them. The funny thing is that later on, he actually took my, cause I changed my gamer tag a lot before I permanently went to one. Not this one that I have on PlayStation on my Xbox. I actually started on Xbox. And I had this name. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want Roger finding out, if it was him or not. But it was a name, and a lot of people clown me for it. Like a lot of people clown me for that name. Um, and I thought it was cool. I thought it was really cool. And I think I got sick of the name and I changed it later on, and I finally changed it to the name I have currently that I love and that I will always keep, and that will always be my forever OG name. Um, and the funny thing is, I remember having my other friend Will. He actually hit me up. He got an Xbox, and he's all like, "Yo, bro, like, you won't believe this." I'm like, "Yo, what's good? What happened?" And he's like, "Remember Roger?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, um, "Yeah, he changed his Xbox name." And I'm like, "Really?" Because Roger, I mean, his Xbox name was iconic. When we played Fortnite back in season 3, we would always call him that name every single time. And he got rid of that name. Don't know why. I mean, that name was fire. I mean, it was kind of cringe back then. And I'd understand if he changed it like when he got older, like in high school and stuff. But no, he changed it in middle school. And it was literally my name that I had previously, but without the last word. So it was blank space blank, and he had blank correctly, but space, and then he, instead of the other blank, he changed it out with another name. I'm like, wow, this guy literally waited for me to change my name to just copy it. Like, that's crazy. And he stole from me. Nah, screw that dude. So I actually still have him added on Xbox till this day. We haven't talked in years. I mean, years. I think it's been like 2018, 2017 since we last spoke. I think the last thing I remember talking about was it was something on Fortnite. I think it was 2018. It was something on Fortnite and on Twitter. I DM'd him on Twitter and he DM'd me, and that's pretty much it. I think it was like Llama Locations or something like that. And that's it. I mean, never talked to him ever since. Don't know if he's still a playboy. I did see him a couple years ago. We never talked. Um, Kind of sucks because he was a nice friend. He was a cool friend. Um, but cool friends don't steal from each other. What he did that day. I don't, I don't mess with it. I don't mess with it at all. But yeah, I mean, I actually have another story about someone else stealing, but I'll tell that another time. But yeah, I'm so hyped up, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Good night.
I don't know.